Hey everybody, Doug8798 here. I haven't done a video in a long time. Been dealing with several personal issues. I've been trying to do this video for 3 weeks now, but finally here it is. This is my short and late, out of date review of Super Bowl 51. I'm a huge football fan. I was a huge football fan as a child. I stopped for a while, but I got back into it when I saw two awesome teams. That is the Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers as lead quarterback and Tom Brady, lead quarterback of the New England Patriots. These two teams right here got me back into football. And as you can see by my new profile picture and my new starting photo in this video, you can see Tom Brady from the Super Bowl 51 intro is now my advertisers. I'm hugely into football now. All my channels have New England Patriot profile profile pictures. So yeah, but man, what an awesome show. If you haven't already seen this show, the highlights, there's several different highlights on uploaded to YouTube. Boy, what an awesome game Super Bowl 51 was. One of the best football games I've seen in a long time. And I've not been this excited for a football game in a long time. At least like um for yeah, like I said, I haven't been that excited about a football game in a long time. But to tell you the truth, people, let's start off with the history. Both teams, both teams, both teams won their AFC and NFC championships to qualify for the Super Bowl. Of course, if you haven't noticed already, Super Bowl 51 was between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons, man. I'm a huge fan of the Atlanta Falcons, but I haven't cared about them since my childhood. And one of the only reasons I actually still liked them up until recently was because of my childhood. The Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were the first two teams I saw. Then I became a fan of. Then I went to a tailgate game between the Minnesota Vikings and the Indiana Colts, where I became a huge fan of those teams, and I still enjoy those teams today. However, they're nothing compared to my top three favorite teams, and that is the Green Bay Packers, the New England Patriots, and of course now the brand new Atlanta Falcons with this brand new roster consisting of Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Taylor Gabriel, Dante Freeman, and of course Devonta Freeman, and 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 many more. Awesome. This brand new squad. Falcons have never really been that good of a team until recently, and I also love how the Falcons rebranded themselves with the brand new Rise Up slogan. Same way, I love how these teams have their own slogans. The Green Bay Packers, Go Packers, is kind of lame, but the New England Patriots is Do Your Job is awesome. I accidentally I accidentally called it Do the Job, so I sometimes say do the job, even though it's do your job. But yeah, love the new slogan. Love the new slogan. So yeah, but like I said, I'm a huge fan of the Falcons, but not when they're going against the Packers and the New England Patriots because those two teams got me back into football, man. Of course, going back to the AFC championships. Um, the New England Patriots, they um, they defeated the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots went I think 14-2 in their season to qualify for the AFC championship. AFC championship. The only two losses they had were to the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. This was the New England Patriots. Tom Brady is a stud, man. He was a four-time champion going into this, and the whole slogan, besides "Do your job," going to this was the strive for five, the strive for five, and that was the slogan going into this because the New England Patriots were going. Tom Brady and the New England Patriots were going for their fifth Super Bowl championship, man. Their fifth Super Bowl championship, and this was, of course, well, before I get to that, continuing with the what you call and the 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 um um so yeah so yeah, I keep forgetting the team they defeated to qualify, but they defeated they defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers in the AFC Championship to qualify for Super Bowl 51. And the Falcons, they had a phenomenal season, pretty much going 11 and only five losses with their losses being to I know one of the teams was the Chargers. The Chargers, yeah, I'll look up the seasons later. Well, anyway, they defeated they oh this made me mad, but this made me mad. They defeated my Green Bay Packers to earn a spot in the Super Bowl. But even though I was angry, I was amazed with how far the Falcons have come. How far the Falcons have come and surprised the hell out of me by defeating Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. I had not been into I had not been into a football game like that in a long time. I'm talking about I was yelling at the TV, cursing because the Packers were just screwing up. They were just screwing up, and right around the time towards the end they started picking it up. It was too late then. They let the Falcons score all those points. So now it was set. And after seeing the two games, the Falcons beat a much tougher team to make it to the Super Bowl than the New England Patriots did. So, and the Falcons this time around, even though they were the underdogs going in, they had a much better team that it made the Patriots the underdogs. Even though the Patriots were four-time Super Bowl champions going in. So, when I watched the Super Bowl, I was already preparing. I can't stand ATL sports fans. They always talk a lot of trash. They're so arrogant when they have no reason to be. They're usually some of the worst teams in the league. The Falcons, they have not won. They have not they don't have a Super Bowl championship, and they lost in their previous Super Bowl championship, and they choked in this game. If you haven't noticed already, yeah, they lost this game. But let's continue, man. So going in, I expected the New England Patriots, man. I mean, I expected the Falcons to win, but I wanted the Patriots to win. I wanted Tom Brady to get his fifth Super Bowl ring. I wanted the strive for five to be complete. And the game started off stalemate. Several cool tackles. Then you had Devontae Freeman, um, um, taking a taking a short 20-yard dash, 20-yard, 30-yard dash, and launching and scoring his first touchdown. That was the first point for the Falcons. Then one of the other then of course who was it um oh yeah next was next was then of course Bryant, a guy named Bryant, got a kick in, bringing their score up to 7 points. But got a good field goal, got a good kick field goal, bringing their point up to 7 points. Then later, um, then later, Robert Robert Alford sprinted oh yeah, Austin Hooper scored a touchdown after receiving the ball, a good receiving the ball from Matt Ryan, the quarterback. Bring the score up to 14. Then Robert Alford hit a long 82-yard dash to scoring the touchdown to bring it up to 21. To 21. Then of course 41. Then of course the New England Patriots got a Goldkowski got a field goal, bringing their score up to 3. Then um Coleman then of course White scored a touchdown, bringing the score up to White scored a touchdown with a reception from Brady, um, bringing the score up to 9. Then of course another field goal from Gotowski, bringing it up to 12. Then Amidala scored a touchdown when Brady threw the ball at him and he caught it. Then of course White. Then of course White White scored another touchdown to even up the score. Now it was 28. This is the first time, before I continue, this is the first time in Super Bowl. This is the first time in Super Bowl history. This has happened several times in football, but this is the first time a team like the New England Patriots came back from a 28-3 deficit. The Falcons were destroying them 28-3, and they were the favorites to win. The Patriots, they had a Hulk Hogan slash The Rock slash Sting from WCW comeback. They got destroyed in the first two quarters and came back strong in the third quarter to even up the score. Even up the score. Like Hogan, Sting, and The Rock, they come out strong. They get dominated in the middle part of the match. Then they pull out some move at the end to win the match. Yeah, by the way, I use a lot of boxing and wrestling analogies because I come from the world of boxing, wrestling, Hollywood, and comics, so I make a lot of analogies like that. So with that being said, continuing, and they came back and they evened up the score 28. Brady won the Patriots won the coin toss, so it was their ball, and James White James White with a reception from Brady, barely scored, barely scored, just touching the Falcons logo by an inch to win Super Bowl 51. I couldn't believe it, man. I couldn't believe it. The Patriots, they came back strong. Most teams would have given up. Most teams would have given up when you saw how far they were behind in points. But Brady's stayed strong. It was so it was such a superhuman effort. I still couldn't believe it. I still believe it. I checked several videos online to see was that Super Bowl rigged, but none of them made sense, man. I will be talking about this all season, man. Way to go, Tom Brady. Way to go, Patriots. What an awesome Super Bowl, man. What an awesome Super Bowl. This Super Bowl was awesome. Everything was awesome with the exception of Lady Gaga's concert. That's another thing that turned me off the football. Always getting these lame mainstream celebrities lame to perform these terrible halftime shows, but it was awesome, especially the intro, which you can see with my photos here, especially the intro showing hyping up the two teams just like the good old days of boxing, wrestling, and MMA. What an awesome Super Bowl. Like I said, I'm back, people. This is but the first video I've done in a long time. Check my Mr. The Fanboy channel for more sports related videos, even though a couple of short videos will be here too. Alright, I'm done, people.